Hello, beautiful people. Real talk. All right. You see a lot of people online talking about mental health matters and stuff like that. And people get depressed. It's natural, especially around the holidays. You see and hear a lot of it. And that sucks. We need to open dialogue. And I'd like people to comment on here what they do to make themselves happy. And because I'm not immune to it. Nobody is really. I mean, even some of the most powerful people in the world have bad days. And we're not allowed to have bad days. Because if you talk about it, then you're judged and you're looked at differently. And that needs to change. I know times change and society changes. We need to change it for the better if it changes. Back in my day, when I was younger, I know you hear a lot of people say back in my day, but okay, when I was younger, you didn't talk about your feelings. You didn't talk about your emotions, and you just brushed it off. You didn't have a chance to be a kid and enjoy life and do things, and you had to block shit out and go play in the dirt and stuff. And man, there's so much shit going on in my head right now. I have friends online saying how they don't know how they can continue and stuff, and how life just beats them up sometimes, and life beats everybody up. But we need to try to open a dialogue and make it acceptable for people to be like, you know what, I need help. You hear all the time about crisis hotlines, but I don't know if anybody ever calls them. If somebody has called them and gotten a positive feedback, share your experience with us, because some people are like, well, I don't know them. How am I going to talk to them? They don't know what I'm going through. They don't know my experience. They don't know the shit I'm dealing with. Nobody understands. It seems like you got no friends that, I mean, I could go off on a topic there about friendship and acquaintances, and, it's like, it's really hard when you are down and you have no friends to rely on or count on, or when you want to do things, you have to do it yourself. You can't rely on your friends because, do you have any? It hits home. I have a lot of people personally that I know and I'm acquainted with and I'm really good with and I respect the hell out of. But then it seems like sometimes when I need something or somebody, yeah, even when you're alone, you're not alone. So, I think a lot of the decline on stuff is, times change and people change and society changes. And, I don't want to keep going back to they took God out of religion, out of church and stuff like that. But we need a foundation of positivity and faith. And yes, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to go on and talk about it because it needs to be talked about. People need the church. People need faith. People need positivity and happiness. And I don't know personally. I need to maybe investigate, study up, because I don't know if it's the Pope that needs to get his head out of his ass, the Cardinals, or what. When shit goes down with little kids, adults are supposed to stand up and help. And we all look up to the Pope. We all look up to the Cardinals, bishops, and all these. But, okay, so who dropped the ball? I've said it before that, things happen when I was an altar boy that I don't approve of. Can't go back now and change it. But when little things like that happen, it's a little thing, but it's a big thing. And it needs to be fixed. When things like that happen, we look to the leaders, the popes, the cardinals, bishops, church, clergy, whoever, to step up and be like, you know what, that's not right. We need to excommunicate this person, get rid of them. So the church dropped the ball. So who in the church dropped the ball? List it down below. I don't know. I mean, this is, I want dialogue. I want to know. If you know, tell me. Because we need faith and we need some movement in the church to restore that faith. Maybe this can start it. I don't know. Somebody needs to get this message to the right person to be like, you know what? We need church. We need faith. We need the Lord above. And a lot of people out there now, we need them. We need the Lord. We need him. And a lot of people are, I don't know if it's afraid or hesitant to talk to him or reach out and be like, Lord, I need your help. But we need to, because we can't do this without him. And an adult in the room needs to stand up and take charge and be like, you know what? We need to look at how we're doing things. And if somebody does something bad, don't just move them across the country to another church. Get rid of him. That line of work, line of business or whatever is not for them. I could go on and talk for days about stuff, but that's a starting point. Get the church in line, because we need the church. I know people may take this and take bits of it and sound bites and stuff to make me look bad. You know what? Do what you may, but, we need help. And maybe the adults and the leaders can come together and fix stuff, because church, we need you. Pope, bishop, cardinals, preachers, do the right thing. Not just me, for everybody, do the right thing. Because so many emotions, and I know I'm not alone. Even though I may be alone and feel alone, I'm not alone. I'm not alone in my feelings. And, I've said before, even when I'm not good, I'm good. Takes a strong person to say that. But those strong people need help sometimes. It takes a lot of energy to be the strong one all the time. And if you are that strong one, man, my hat's off to you, because I know it ain't easy. I would like to walk around. I know a lot of people would like to walk around dumb and have things handed to them and be taken care of because they can't take care of themselves. But as adults, we don't have that option. We have to get up. We have to go to work. We have to earn money to put a roof over our head, to support our family, to support ourselves. You got to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, nobody else is going to love you. But we need help. We need an open dialogue. We need something to... Where does it begin? Because you have options in life, and mindset matters. But with that being said, even though your mindset matters, we have obstacles. And we need friends. We need people to be there for us when we need them. Whether it be in an encouraging word or what. Because, when people are down and you want to help them, but you don't know what to do, we need the smartest people in the world to figure out, what can we do? I've had multiple concussions. I'm not the smartest guy in the room. I never claimed to be the smartest guy in the room. We need help. We all make life choices, and you got to think. People judge people. And okay, so say I've heard people, like there was a famous WWE wrestler a long time ago that was on the top of the world. And then before you know it, he's accepting tokens in a subway because he hit rock bottom. And I know some people know who I'm talking about. Some people don't. It doesn't matter. But You don't think that's hard? I'm sure he struggled really hard. I believe he's doing okay now. But what's okay? I know firsthand you can either follow your dream and go out there and become a millionaire doing what you love and doing what you do, or you could do a little bit of it and decide to help your family business and help your family, be there for your family, while all your friends and people that you're doing those things with have gone on to be millionaires. Beautiful home, beautiful family, everything and anything they could wish for. Or you could choose to stay in your hometown and help with your family business. Instead of chasing your dream, you could help others and be a broke motherfucker. Well, I mean, I don't know how else to say it. You try to do things and you think people that are your friends are there to help you, support you, because you're doing the same thing for them. So you think it's just natural. Okay, we're all helping each other out. And then you could turn around and be like, the fuck is everybody? Yeah. Maybe not struggling financially, but struggling mentally, because people are disingenuous maybe nowadays, and we need to get away from that. We need to get back to being real. I don't know how many times in life I've heard people say people aren't going to be like you are. People aren't going to treat you like you treat them. Maybe I have a problem with that. I have no understanding of that, because the way I was raised maybe is to take care of people and help people. And even though if you don't expect anything in return, it's still nice to know that people are there. And I don't know if you want to say if it sucks that, everybody you uplift around you has gone on and done prosperous things and done great things and continue to do great things, and you encourage them, but yet nobody reaches out and say, hey, Chaz, come, why don't you go do this with us? Or you just see everybody doing things around you and you're like, you're happy for them. And you don't want to be like, well, where the fuck is mine? Because you're grateful for what you have. And people may say think I'm rambling on right now, but that's what people do when they're missing something, maybe. I don't know. I just feel like there's a million things going on in life, and you think you're pretty attuned to everything, but then you realize you're not. And you're like, well, so not just for me, because I want to share this advice with everybody. If you have an idea or some kind of something that can help the world out, nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes me anything. But we can all work together to prosper and achieve. People say, don't forget me when you make it big. Well, don't forget me while we're both trying to make it big. Yeah, there's things that go on, and you give and you give and you give. And you're like, well, I mean, shit, can I get a little bit of something in return? I'm happy that you're not drowning anymore. But I can't breathe. So what can we do? You try to, you have goals and you got to do them. And I know you can't let things stand in your way. So we just got to shut up and make things happen. I mean, you spend money in trying to make things that people will put a smile on their heart. You try to do things that are good for people. And then just like when you feel like you're broken and you're like, oh, I don't need a hand out, I need a hand up. You ever feel like that? If you do, let me know. I mean, together we need to come up with something, because like they say, you know, the most broken people are the ones that make others around them feel great. I mean, do people really know what Robin Williams went through in his life before he left us? I mean, that's... Okay, back in the 70s, you didn't have an option of doing a sport, for instance. I'm going to throw this out there. Doing a sport, for instance, and then when it comes down to it, be like, I can't handle this stress. I can't do this. I can't. I'm sorry if America is depending on me to win the gold medal. I can't do this. I quit. I'm done. But then come back 4 years later or 4 years after that or whatever. We didn't have the option of doing that. And it's nice that times have changed. It sucks that you're in a position and you just shit on everybody else below you or with you because you got that spot and the other person didn't, and shit on everybody's dreams. We didn't have that option. I mean, back in the 70s, 80s, people were just real with us. A hard realization. And I don't know if that's what we need nowadays, to be just like, just suck it up and brush it off and keep going, mixed with a little compassion. I mean, I see good sides of both of them, because mental health does matter. And as something that, you know, because I've competed, I know that. And you're not always at 100%. I saw online today where one of my friends said that they were thinking about ending it, getting done and stuff. And I'm like, well, I feel you. So as a community, what can we do? Somebody's got to know. I mean, and not even if it's just one person, a group of people. Let's all get better together. I could go on, but I don't want to beat a dead horse, but we gotta be there for each other. And it doesn't need to be the same people being there for each other all the time. You gotta be, you know, take care of the strong people too. Maybe that's what we need to do, is the people that are always there for us, maybe we need to support them. The givers, let's start giving to them. I mean, like the people like, I could go on names, and I've said it before, Diamond Dallas Page giving back to everybody. Maybe that guy should have a golden key to cities. People like Sylvester Stallone. You can't get much better than that. I mean, guys making people's careers, and he doesn't just portray a character on TV. You could see that he's a good person in real life. So those are the people we need to support, take care of. Dwayne Johnson. The guy has his hand in everything and helping everybody and helping things. And like Shaq. People like that need to be rewarded and hailed. Yes, they may be celebrities, but they're giving back. And those are the people we need to take care of, not the constant takers. The people that are always taking from us and draining our energy and draining us. Those are the people that need to be stopped giving to them. Take care of the people that are good people, the people that are not in just life for themselves. I mean, yes, I go to Comic-Cons now, and I'm not asking to support me, but do your research of people that are really good people. If you go to the cons, if you go to the different things, the people that just because they're talented, support them, and you like what they do, support them. But if you find out that they're a good person, support them, please. Because they're not only helping you, they're helping a lot of people. Maybe we should give back. It's a hell of an idea. And I mentioned some names. And I could go on about a lot of different good people in the world. Be one of those good people. Please support other good people. Y'all be fantastic. Hey, like, subscribe, share. It doesn't cost anything to touch that little heart button to comment or anything. It's free. That's what's called support. If you constantly watch somebody's TV show or program or online content, tell them thank you. Tell them something, tell them you appreciate them because that's your escape from reality or whatever. It's not going to hurt you to do that. Be that good person. Y'all be fantastic.